Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Droppers Down Under, where we are about travelling around Australia and going places that are new to us on roads less travelled.
Sometimes you'll see our fur babies, Charlie, Delilah and Bella, as we try to take them along, trying to find some great free camping spots.
Whether it is cooking on a campfire, walking the beaches, exploring the outback or staying in a van park, we will bring you along.
So if you like our content, please hit the subscribe button as it really helps our channel, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Droppers Down Under. We are currently in Penrose State Forest, which you would have just watched last weekend actually, and Dad's, or Yorky should I call him, he's got his Airlie 16 here with us today. And he's allowed us to do a walkthrough of his van so we can show you some of the differences between the VX 5400 sitting over there and the Airlie 16. So we'll go around, I'll show you what it's got, and then I'll point out some of the differences that I've noticed. And I might just I'll start with his car. So he's got a Triton, and these drawers are actually in his last Pajero Sport. These are drifter drawers. I've got like a little table here that pulls out. It can actually come all the way out, and it's got legs. You've also got a fridge slide here, a couple of drawers that you can open. He's got tools and jockey straps and all that stuff in there. And we've bought him a battery box here. So this is actually a King's bat block. I think it's got a 120 amp hour lithium in it. It's got a input for portable solar. There's also an input for his fridge. So his fridge is on here, and he's got I think it's a 45 litre fridge he's got in here, a Waco. And there's also an input for the external solar panel, so it's not a bad little setup. You've got to realise Yorky doesn't do as much free camping as we do. He's got his portable solar there, his fire pit's in there as well. He keeps his chairs in here because there's plenty of room in the tub. Yeah, and it's quite good. It's all central lock-in as well, this rear canopy and all that, so it keeps it all nice. He's got his solar panel up on the roof there. As you can see, that's a 200 watt slimline from King's as well. And it just keeps the system charged. So for what he uses, it's pretty much only the fridge in this setup. It keeps it quite good. So we'll start at the front here. I'll just lift this a little bit. So you can see here straight away the hitch is different to what's on the VX 5400. So this is a Alco hitch, off-road hitch. Still the same, it articulates 360. To unhook it though, you've got to lift this up, pull it, and then hold it up while you lower the van down, which if you're by yourself it's very hard, whereas the DF85 you can actually lock it open, drop it, and then just push the button and it locks closed. So it is a little bit harder to use, which is probably hard for my old man who goes away by himself quite a lot. You've got your 7-pin here, so it's a 7-pin instead of a 12-pin. That's one difference. The hitch is another difference. So we've got the DF35 on ours. These are an Alco hitch. The advantage of these would be you get to keep your 50mm tow ball. So instead of having a separate hitch, whereas we've got two different hitches here that we just swap them over if we're taking the trailer. So you've still got your hook up the same way. You've still got your Anderson. It's a 50 amp Anderson lead. That keeps all your battery supplied off your DC to DC charger that's in the van. I'll let that drop down. So you've got your handbrake here. Again, the handbrake's a little bit more improved than our one. It feels a little bit more sturdy than the one on ours, which is a good thing. You've got your Arc 750 jockey wheel. It's on the opposite side this time to what ours is, which is good as well, because on our one, when you lift it up, it gets in the way of the tap, so you've got to have the wheels facing downwards, which reduces some of your ground clearance. And that's if you had it the other way, it would hit the tap. And because it's over that side, they've now put a thing here to protect the tap from any stones or anything like that, so it gives you a little bit of protection, keeps all your pipe work from getting damaged or anything from rocks. Got a gas bayonet here for a portable barbecue if you wanted. In the top here, you've got two 4.5 kilo gas bottles. This is actually how ours looked, but we changed ours to 9 kilos. Because the 9 kilos are a bit bigger, we had to put them diagonal. Whereas these are the originals. Dad is going to stay with the 4.5 kilos. You'll notice too, the front, it's exactly the same toolbox setup as what we've got in ours, but you'll notice this is like it's almost like a Raptor coat. I don't know if it is Raptor, but it's like a rough finish, which is good for the stone. So if stones do hit this, it's a much stronger paint, so it's not going to damage it. Again, up the top here, Like our one, you've got a little toolbox at the top. You can keep your drills in here, chocks, tent pegs, all that sort of stuff. A little bit of a mess, but obviously because we're using it at the moment, when we pack up, it'll all be nice and neat. So again, you've got your spare hitch here. I think this one was a bit too short. So, but yeah, you keep some good tools in here. Again, the locks here I've noticed too are a little bit better than ours. You just twist them, whereas ours you've got to push them down. They're a little bit more, I don't know, flimsy, I suppose you'd call it. Anyway, that's one improvement. You'll notice too, all the checker plate is a gloss finish on this van, whereas on ours it's a matte finish. Inside the toolbox here, exactly the same again. You've got an area here. The locks seem a lot more improved than what our ones are. So you see here it's got a bigger thing, there's more adjustment, you can pull it in tighter. It's got a piece of rubber around here as well as the rubber on this side, so it obviously gives a much better seal than what ours does. I have noticed, and ours is just silver inside, whereas this now, even the inside is all nicely painted. They do tend to seal a lot better than what ours does. So you'll see there, like it pulls it in and it's nice and tight, whereas ours you can sort of push it a bit at the top. Anyway, so moving along down here, we've got a second bayonet for an outside kitchen, I'm presuming. So you've got another bayonet here, you've got your drop downs, and then up in here you've got a tunnel boot, goes all the way across. There's actually an annex that came with this model, so as you'll see here, it's got the slides in for the annex. So all the annex is still in here at the moment. You probably won't use it, so I'd say this is probably going to come out. You've got a couple of switches here. These are for your front and your rear lights. So if you look on the front here up the top, you've got a light at the front which lights up all your toolbox at night time. So if you're setting up late at night, ours didn't come with that either, but on our one it's not too bad because on the Ranger we've got lights on the back of that, so we just use them instead. But that's another change. Again, it's good, it's got a light in it somewhere. I think it's up here on the roof. Again, it's a touch one, but he's got the power off at the moment, so you just tap it and it comes on, I believe. I'll put that back up. Forgive me if I'm wrong with some of this. I'm only going off what I've noticed as well. The awning as well on this one, it's one of the better awnings. I think the 14 footer comes with the Fiana type awnings, whereas this one, the 16 footer, comes with the stronger awning. A bit of an improvement on our model as well. So when you lift this, it also lifts out the pin. You don't have a second one underneath to latch, which makes it a lot easier to use and put up and pull down. One of the mods that Yorky's already done to it is put the clothesline on here, which is exactly what we did. So he's got a clothesline as well. That one needs tightening up a little bit, but I think he had them undone to put the annex up. So, but he's put them back on. He just needs to tighten that up. So yeah, not a bad little setup. Another little thing which we've done to ours too, so you can have your door wide open like this, or oh, he's got his keys there. You can also, and it came with this, we had to put this on separate. You can hook it up there, which holds your door halfway, which means you can still use this window. So on ours, when we got it, we only had the latch to here, which meant we could never really use this window while the door's open.
So we added that as a mod?
Can be. So we've added that. We saw it on Dad's, and then we've done the same thing to the to the VX5400.
Yeah.
So this is just all your tracking for your annex. Another thing I've noticed is the speakers change colour. So ours only light up yellow, and they're both on this side. Dad's got one on that side and one on this side, and they light up any colour you want. Like the strip lights inside, you can have them yellow, cyan, pink, purple, you name it.
Yep.
Again, there's a drop down slide here. Beautiful little slide. Sorry, beautiful little picnic table. Doesn't need to lock it, it just has the latches. They're a fantastic idea. Again, holds probably about 30 kilos. Is there a light in it? There is a light in it. You can see the two lights here, and the switch would be, oh no, there's a switch there. So again, he's got his power off at the moment, but there's your little switch on the side that would light that up, and it'll be the same as ours. It'll be good enough to cook off if you wanted. So I'll show you the step two while we're here. So just looking here, you've got this Ezytrail here. This all lights up as well, and you've got your step here, automatic step. Just put the thing, comes in, goes out, exactly the same as what we've got. He's opted for the same mats that we've got, so these are the companion version of the muck mat, a little bit cheaper, but to us they work just as well. We don't see any difference. This one here is a little bit different to our one too. I'll see if I can get it working. I just don't know which let's turn everything on. Yeah, we'll flatten these batteries. I think that's, there you go, so it's lit up. So you see this one is orange, so at night time it's orange, which is a bit more mozzie resistant as well, whereas ours lights up a bluey purpley type colour. So again, his speakers now are on, and you'll see the Ezytrail here is all lit up too. We don't actually have Ezytrail in our stepwell, whereas this one does. So just little fancy stuff they've done with each model. Obviously they're always going to get better. Again, you've got your lights up the top here. They go both colours. Just step out your little switch here, flick them on, make them orange, or turn them off. Quite handy. There's another one over here, so if you've got an outside kitchen as well, same thing. You could pull your kitchen out, which I think is an optional extra. Dad didn't get it, but you can get it, and you've got a little light here so you can see what you're cooking and stuff as well, which is quite a handy little feature. We'll move along. Don't need to really tell you about the tyres. Underneath seems a lot better, but I'll go through the water tanks. One little feature that we don't have, so he's got a TV, which ours came with obviously, but he's got an outside bracket to mount it to, so he can actually just push this, take the TV back inside, or he can bring it out here. He's been watching our videos, of course. So no, he's been watching TV out here. Again, you just plug it into here. It's 12 volt. You've got your aerial wire as well, which gives you, as long as you've got an antenna, you can plug that in and gives you your aerial. You've got your speaker wires here, so you can run it off your external speakers if you'd rather. You've got a power point just like we have, except you'll notice on this one they're recessed into the van, which I think does look a lot nicer. Obviously it's another hole in the van, but then you think ours, even though it's mounted outside, behind it there would still be a hole there to let the wires for the power point go through anyway. So your 2.5mm will be behind it. So we'll move along. Another again light. This side. Hey? Another light. So you got another light up the top there as well. Yep, very good. Oh, your windows too on these are flush. So ours are the bubble windows, whereas these are the flush windows. So when they sit down, they'll sit totally flush against the car, against the van. They don't stick out. Okay, so we'll move under here. Again at the back here, we've got 2 jerry can holders, same as what we've got. He's got diesel in this one because this actually came with a diesel heater, so he paid the, well actually didn't, he got it for free, but you can pay an extra $5 grand and it doubles your batteries. So he's got 480 amp hour batteries, I believe, or 470. I think it's 470 actually. It came with a diesel heater. It came with the off-grid kit, so everything works off-grid. So you can use his air conditioner here, same as we can. All your power points, microwave, everything works off-grid. So this is the rear light I was talking about under the tunnel boot. So you turn it onto there, and you can turn your rear light on. A little bit better at night time, so if you back and back, your camera there as well, which is, even though it's infrared, so you will see at night time. It's actually awesome. I want to get one fitted to ours. I think it's that good. Really big screen inside the car, wireless connection, and it's perfect. And you can use it as long as you turn your side lights on the van, the camera turns on, and you can use it while you're driving, so you can see cars coming up behind you as well. I was surprised actually how good they are. I've never had a camera on a caravan before, but since I've seen his, I'm like, wow, I want one for ours now. So that'll be our next big expenditure, I think, for the VX. So again at the back here, the number plate has been moved over, which is an awesome idea. You'll remember in our episode we moved ours over from the center and placed it over this side here. These are a little bit better designed than ours are. Ours we had to sort of sit it up and mod it. I like the jerry can holders lights are in there. Yeah, so our lights I think sit above in the actual van, whereas these they've sort of mounted all to the box in the rear bar. I like it. Got a cover here for the spare wheel, but because this is here from factory, it means you can put a dirty bag on the back here, so if you want to carry rubbish, you don't want it in your van because it smells. All cans, recycling, all that sort of stuff, you put a dirty bag on the back here, you can use that to fill it up, then just unhook it when you get to a recycling centre and dump it out. We'll move around this side. This is for your toilet cassette. I don't know if he's got it unlocked. He has actually, so I will open it up. It's actually a different toilet. This is a Tetford one, whereas ours I think is Dometic. Hopefully their cartridge is a lot better than our one. It does feel, the plastic on this feels so much stronger and thicker. Yeah. So I don't think he's going to have a problem like we have. Again, the toilet runs off the mains water, so you don't have a flush tank or anything like that. You've just got your bottom tank. Works pretty well. Everyone knows what toilets are like. So external shower here. Exactly the same as ours, but you put a shower tent here. you got the advantage, you can have a light here as well. So if you don't want to use the inside shower for some reason, or say your dog's dirty, you want to give your dog a wash, you can come around here. If it's at night time, you can put the lights on mozzie, white, get your shower out.
There's the flat windows.
Yeah, so that's what the flat windows look like. That goes into your ensuite. So this is an ensuite model as well, 16 footer. Okay, so here's your FM, AM antenna for your radio. It's a fusion stereo system in this. This is your external aerial input. So if you, because this doesn't actually come with an aerial, so you can buy an aerial, which my old man's bought. He's just going to mount it to the side, and this is where you would plug it in. Or if you're at a van park, some van parks come with their own antennas on ensuite sites and stuff like that. You'd be able to run a cable for that, and you'd be able to get the TV off a really good antenna. So that's that part here. We'll move down. There's probably not too much on this side.
Yeah, what's this?
Okay, so this is the water system. So let me just explain this to you. This is your input for your water. Now in here, compared to mine, this is a vastly improved system. So you can actually run your mains water here, your little filter. So when you're connected to a caravan park or anywhere at home, you can plug that in. You use mains water through this system. In addition to that, you can fill up the tanks from your mains water. So whereas I've got a filler for my tanks, he can select rear tank here.
Now you broke it.
And now it's going, now it's filling the rear tank. Or you can select front tank here. And now it's doing the front tank. And I think
you broke it.
I might have to get him to tell me how you turn that off.
Do you hold it?
Show. Let me just see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you just hold it for a few seconds. And it turns it off. And now it's winding down. But awesome system. Like, I wish ours had that. So this only has 2 tanks. So even though ours has 3 tanks, they're 75 litres each, giving us 225. They all feed off each other. I don't have a choice in whether I want the rear tank filled or one of the 2 middle tanks. They all fill up and they all empty together. Whereas this one, if you think your ball's a bit too heavy, you just want to fill the rear up, you just select the rear tank and it will fill the rear tank up from your mains water. As long as you've got water there, obviously you turn that, I'm going to put the pump on, it's just going to run dry. Which is fantastic. And these tanks are 120 litres each. So even though we've got 3 and Dad's only got 2, he's actually got 240 litres of water because it's 2 120s. And it's all in this nice, neat little box here, which I think is fantastic. Again, it's all the rough, it's like Raptor coating on the bottom. Being down low, it's obviously subject to a lot more chance of getting hit by rocks. Same water system we've got, the Trimmer water system, holds about 14 litres. I think he puts his cover in here. Our one is towards the rear more. And again, same thing, you're running off gas, you just take the cover off, put it in here, I'm assuming. Yep, there it is. And he just keeps it in here, so if he forgets to put it back on, obviously at least he's not going to lose it. So this side, very similar to ours. You can see the tunnel boot goes all the way through. This is your breakaway system. So it keeps itself charged. You can see at the moment it's charging because the solar's on. You can push the test button, it'll put the brakes on, make sure it's working. This is your input for your 240. So again, if you go to a van park or you're at home, you're charging off the system. If for some reason it doesn't work, you've got some circuit breakers here. You push the test when it's on, obviously these will trip out. You can trip them out anyway, just make sure you put them back up. Or it's one of the things you check, make sure it's in the upright position. All right, cool, you've got your lights all down the side. We've shown you this little cupboard here, exactly the same as ours. It's just another little entry. I don't know if it's unlocked. It is, which is good. You can see Yorky just keeps all his hoses in here. So like me, he's got a couple of drinking water hoses that you can use to fill his tanks up. He's got his sewer hose as well. I think these are his electrical cables. He's just got them in a clear bag here. What else he got in here? So that was his taps for his sewer hose. He's just put them on himself.
Diesel heater.
And the diesel heater is in here. So where we've mounted ours to the back, because we did ours aftermarket, this came with a diesel heater. That's come off there a little bit, but it should be all right. That's the feed in, and in here, it's hard to see, but there's a level that tells you how much fuel's in it. So probably the worst part about this is filling it up.
Yeah.
So I suggested to the old man maybe get a funnel with a hose connected to it, Jubilee clipper hose to the bottom of the funnel. You can maybe put a little saddle here for it to sit in, and then you can put the funnel in here through the saddle, feed the hose in, and then you can use the jerry to tip up the thing. Otherwise you can pretty much only do it from a servo, because you won't be able to fill up off the jerry can, because it's hard getting the jerry can in there to fill it up. So if you get a little hose set up, won't be too hard to do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, when you're at a servo, the other annoying part, because it's on this side,
Is the
you're going to fill up the car on that side, because your car's on that side. It's
opposite side to fill.
Opposite side to where you're filling, so he's going to have to sort of move across and then do the other side. Come around to this side here again. Like I said, the jockey wheel is on this side this time. It's an ARC 750, same as what we've got. They're quite a good, or I find them a very good off-road hitch. I know a lot of people go for the Boss, their Boss ones, the electric ones, or Blackjack or whatever they call them. Which would obviously be good too. They would mount there, but for a winding hitch, is quite good. News? You take this part off as well when you're not traveling, so you don't lose it, and this sort of just flips out the way, or you can have it up like that, and you can adjust it up and down depending on the height. So yeah, obviously we've got limited amount you can wind it, and I think that's about the outside done. You've got your flaps on the front just like ours has got. Yeah. Suspension's pretty much the same from what I've seen underneath, so I won't show you it again. You can watch our episode to have a look, or I will, yeah. I'll do it just in case you don't want to watch the other episode. So underneath here, I'll just show you quickly. So you got your jacking points here. If you get a flat tire, you would jack off this. You have got your diesel heater exhaust here, quite nicely mounted. And then under a little bit further, you can see the water tanks. You can see the Ridge Rider system. Double shocks, pretty much the same as what we've got, and there's your grey water here. I think this grey water, I may be wrong, but I think it's about 80 litres. Could be 82, something like that. Might only be a 75, I'm not really sure, but I know the water tanks are 120 all up. You can see too, like with ours, all your wiring is tucked up out of the way. It's all protected with extra stuff on it, so nothing can get damaged. They sort of really have thought of these quite a bit. So here it's not just your blue hose, they've put a bit of stone guard on it to protect them from getting damaged from the stones. As long as you're not doing some kind of a ridiculous speed on the dirt roads that stones are going to be flying off like bullets, you shouldn't really have an issue. All right, what we'll do, might have a break so the GoPro doesn't have a heat, because we come unstuck last time. Let it cool down a bit and we'll do the inside. Hey guys, so just going through the inside of the Airlie 16. Again, I'll go through some of the changes from our model. Obviously ours is a 17 footer, I believe, 5400 long. Alright, so instead of the projector system that we've got, this has a Renogy 1 system. So I don't know whether it's better or worse. Like, I like projector, but I like Renogy 2. The batteries in our one that we changed are actually Renogy batteries. It's a good system, so all your buttons can be controlled down here. So all your lights, you can turn them on here. You can see it's all starting to light up. Or you can do it from the control panel here, or there's a control panel up there that you can do it from. So I'm not sure really where to start with this inside, so I'll tap that screen here just so you can have a bit of a look at it. So I might start with the electrical system. So again, here you've got all your lights here. You want to turn them off, just click them, turn them off. You want to turn them on, just click them again, turn them on, whatever lights you want. You can turn them down, make them brighter, less brighter, whatever you want to do. This shows your state of charge, so the battery's at 92% at the moment, charging at 8.6 amps, discharging at 10.1, so yeah, difference obviously 2.7 going down at the moment. We've got no sun at the moment obviously, so it's reason why. I might start over in this corner. So a little bit different to our one. So you've got the same style windows inside, the blinds work exactly the same way. You can undo them, have them apart a little bit if you want. You can have them as block out blinds, or you can have them as shades. Going over to this corner here, again you have wireless charging on here, so you can put the phone on here. For some reason Dad's charging it via USB, but you can actually put the phone on there and it will charge off wireless charging. You got your USB ports exactly the same. So this came exactly the same as ours, but Dad's put shelves in here, which is quite handy. They go all the way back, so he's managed to give him 3 shelves in here, which works out good. So you got to realise this fan's only 2400 wide, where ours is 2450 wide. So that extra 50 mil doesn't come off the bed, it actually comes off these wardrobes. So our wardrobes are 300 internally, which allowed us to put those hanging drop downs. These ones are only 275, so they wouldn't fit. The smaller size you get from Bunnings, they're really narrow, a lot not as wide, and they just don't work out. So Yorky's put shelves in here, works out good for him, looks quite neat, good little job. Under here, something we don't have is you've got like a little shelf that you can put whatever you want, where we've got the little pockets where you can hang all your stuff. This actually has a little shelf in here. I do believe they have a power point in them. Yep, they do, little power point in there. So again, you could charge, have your phone or iPad or Samsung Galaxy tablet, whatever you prefer. You can have that in there watching TV if you wanted. You got the same sort of reading lights, different design, but the same as ours. You'll notice the cupboards under here, they don't have handles, so they've gone with the newer system. So the handles are all located underneath at the back here. So you just push it and it opens the doors, or the cupboard doors, yeah. So again, storage right across the top, very similar to what we've got. The reading lights work the same way. I don't know if they turn on at the moment. Oh yeah, they are. Again, I think you can hold them for longer and they get brighter. Yep, they're getting dimmer now, just let go of them and tap them again, they turn off. They also have USBs on them as well. So where our ones don't, so you could plug a USB into here and you could charge your phone if you wanted to on there. Different colour pattern at the back. Where we've got black, this has gone for a nice fawn colour. You have sort of lost one of your fans. So instead of the fans being here, there's a fan over there, works exactly the same as our one. Any direction you want. You have another one up here, which obviously you can either turn it that way if you wanted, or you could turn that one that way to do the dinette, or you can have them both point towards the bed. So TV goes up in that corner over there. It's not on there at the moment because it's outside. So again, you just unhook it, put it outside, bring it back in. Again, you have a smaller version of the rooftop latch here. Still works the same way. You have lights on it, still have block out if you wanted, or you can have shade if you want, just depending what you want to do. Lights on it, works well. Coming over here, they've put a nice little towel rack here to put your towel if you want to. There's also an extension to the bench, which we don't have. Quite a good little feature. So you just put it up like that, and then it gives you a little bit more prep space. Under here, my old man has made an infill here for the sink. He still has to varnish it, but you pull this out and here is the sink system. So a little bit dirty, you got to realize he's just done his washing up. So there's a section here for winching your vegetables. So in this side here, you got a little chopping board. You've got a sink here that you can use. So instead of having to fill the whole sink up, if you just have like a plate to wash up, use less water, you just fill this little section here up. Again, if you want to turn this on, you can have it as a stream, as that. You can have a flat. There's all different kinds of uses you can have. Turn that off. Again, same with this one here. If you're rinsing vegetables, you can do it all here. I'm making a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
Same with this side here. You can have that as well. Again, you set the temperature to what you want. At the moment it's 29 degrees. Alright, so again with this one here, if you wanted to wash a glass, you can just put that on there, push that button, water comes up, rinses the glass out, and then just flip it off. Good way to rinse your glass, doesn't use much water. A little bit rusty at the moment, but that's how you would wash a glass in a way. I might just leave that in there, let Dad wash it when he comes back. I'll put them back on here, and this chopping board. So you've only got a 2-burner here. So it's a Dometic one, still works quite good. I don't know if his gas is on at the moment, but yep, it's on. There you go. So again, works same way. You can cook 2 lots in here if you wanted to. Close that down. You got a power point here, which my old man's put in. Thankfully, I'm an electrician, so I've wired it up for him. You got your range hood under here, because your burner's at this side and your sink's at this side, again, you have filtered drinking water here as well. So there's a filter underneath here, so if your water tank's, well, I wouldn't say dirty, but you can run it through here, and at least you're guaranteed the water, you can drink it straight away. Again, all your cupboards up the top here, they're self-closing cupboards. Light under here, you have, Dad's put a spice rack in here for himself with some spices in it. Paper towel holder here. Has the same fridge that we've got, so it's 174 litre, I believe. Again, you've got your fridge up the top here. He's put some nice little things in here to make it, keep it neat for his water and stuff. And then down the bottom here, all your frozen stuff. Nice big, you can move the drawer if you want to make more room for vegetables, etc. Got his map of Australia here. Nice little microwave up the top here. That's actually the same position that our microwave is in. So if we flip around, what I'll do is where we've got an L-shaped lounge, this one is actually a dinette. So this comes out if you wanted. You have little cupboards under here that you can use as well. Obviously at the moment with this shut, so what you would do is open this up. You got to move that down. So there you go. You tighten that up. So now you've got a dinette if you wanted. Generally the old man's very similar to me. He eats outside most of the time. And then you've got a little cupboard in here which you can use. And then once you're finished, you can just put that back like that, which gives you more room. I'll just flip this back up here and put it back. Leg, put it back up here, like so. There we go. And you can still sort of eat off this in this position too. And then obviously you can flip your TV around, sit there, put your feet up, watch TV. So all your cupboards again on this side are exactly the same. It also has strip lighting above in here and underneath.
One thing I like better is drawers.
Yeah, so ours doesn't actually have drawers, whereas this does. You have all your drawers in here. Oh, loyal supporter. It's got a droppers down undercup. Good to see. All soft close as well. So
yeah, definitely like the drawers.
Closes towards the end. Our hot water system is under there. I'll show you under the bed at the moment because, or in a little bit, because it's very different to what we've got. Again, in the ensuite here, you've got night lighting. So you see it's lit up blue at the moment. I've turned it on. I'll sort of just come in here quickly. What I might do is I might grab the camera off you. So you've got your Thetford toilet down here. Again, there's a coat hanger rack. This actually came with it. So sitting there so you can hang your towels on and all that sort of stuff. Something else we didn't have. You've got your hatch at the top here as well. Again with a fan. It's turned off at the moment. So I'll shut that back down. But it goes both ways. You can have it reverse, forwards, normal. So this light won't work either at the moment because it's all turned off. So washing machine again at the back here. It's actually mounted really good because of where it is. You've got cupboards above it. So, and you've also got little slidey trays, something we didn't have too. So in here, which allows you to put like users storage. So you can get under your bench as well. It's the washing machine's mounted up a little bit higher. It's also a dryer. So if it's winter and it's raining and you want to do a wash, this will actually dry your clothes as well as wash them. So it's a washer and dryer combo. Just coming across here, the light's not working on this, it's turned off as well. But you've got a sink very similar to ours with the light. So you push the button here normally and then a light comes on around the edges. Just good for makeup and stuff like that. Again, you've got all drawers down the front here, I won't open them. And you've got your shower here. And then, so this shower, you'll see, it actually slides that way. So hopefully you guys can see that. So where our one just opens, this actually slides back in, doesn't open outwards. So one disadvantage of that would be we've got towels, hooks hanging on here. You couldn't do that because it swings inwards to the wall. But it gives you a lot more room. You don't have to worry about it opening outwards. All of this came with it as well. So your shower head comes off. Little soap holder there if you wanted it. You've got your soap dispensers here for conditioner, body and shampoo. A couple little shelves here. Some little hangers up the top here as well. Just to put all your stuff. I'll just open this up, make it a little bit brighter. There you go, now you can see in here. So quite well thought out, to be honest. It's a lot of improvements compared to our one. So something's not as good, but most of the, especially with the inside, they've made a lot of improvements to it. So okay, I'll give this back to Naomi. Alright, so last thing here, I'll just show you the electrical system quickly. Oh, the other thing too, there's remotes for literally everything in this van. So you see there's one here, I think there's like 8 remotes. Every fan's got a remote. The strip lighting's got a remote. The stereo's got a remote which you can turn on and change the colour of the speakers outside to whatever colour you want. The aircon, the TV. I'm surprised the microwave doesn't have a remote, to be honest, but okay, so another thing they've done here which is a massive improvement, your bed. So this bed actually comes out. So what you can do, I'll probably lift it to show you, might be the better way to do it because I've got to lift it anyway. So you'll see here, you can undo this and then this bed will come out and there's a bolster that goes in the back and you can extend the bed. So Yorky doesn't have to because he's only like 5'9" or something, which is long enough for him. But me being 6'1", one of the issues I think I said to you guys before is my feet hang over the edge of the bed. Whereas this is awesome, like to be able to do that and then have the bed out properly, and then you can sort of push it back in so you can still get around your bed during the day. Okay, so let's have a look under the bed here and I'll explain what I can about what's going on under here. So this is a full Renogy system. You've got a drawer here, obviously, comes out so you don't need to lift the bed to get to this stuff. Yorky's just got all the paperwork and stuff that came with it about the diesel heater, all that sort of stuff. So this came with a diesel heater built in, which I believe is mounted under, yeah, so there's your outlet for it there. So it's mounted under here. And there's one at the front as well, I noticed. So there's an outlet there as well. Perfect. Okay, so under here, this is a Renogy system. So I might start at the right there. So over there in that corner, under the wardrobe, you will see the big black box. That's your water heater. So you got your release valve there if you need to get to it. Quite improved on our system because ours is under the fridge and you can't actually get to it. So you have to actually unscrew a panel to get to our one, whereas this one's got easy access to it here. Much improved. So looking at the back wall there, I believe that's an MPPT controller. And that's for the extra solar, I believe, that you can put on it. So there's a power plug outside. I think it's a 30 amp or a 20 amp. Coming across a little bit more, you've got your, I believe this is the DC to DC charger, but look, don't quote me on any of this because I'm not 100% sure. Either way, the DC to DC is a 50 amp charger. So, which is what I believe this is. That one there is showing you the red light's on, showing there's solar coming in from the roof. The battery's showing that it's charging the battery at the moment. And then the one over the very left is a picture of an alternator. And that's not lit up at the moment because the car's not connected or running. When Dad starts his car up, that'll obviously light up as well, showing it's getting a feed off the alternator. So, and then over this side down here, this is the big inverter. So with this caravan, everything runs off the inverter. So even if you're on mains, it still goes for the inverter, which is the same as our one. I think this is a 2000 watt, but it could even be a 3000. I'm not 100% sure. You'd have to look at the specifications. You've got a couple of switches on the front here that just turns the system off if you need to in an emergency. So one's a battery isolator, one's an isolator for the inverter. So if the system blows up or shorts out, catches fire, whatever, you can turn it off here. Always good when you're not using the van, putting in storage, turn them off in a way. And then you've got some circuit breakers here for your 240 on this side as well, which you can reset them, same as what's outside. Yeah, so that's the system. It's all located on the bed, so you do lose a little bit of your bed space, but the system's nice and neat. So with our one, it's under the dinette. And it's all pushed in, it's very compact. You've got to start removing things to get to other things. So this one is a little bit more spread out, but it's got easy access. And then your batteries are located under there. So you'll see if you pull your drawer out, there's 2 little handles. You can pull that and you can get to your batteries and change them if you need to, or service and whatever needs to be done to them. So as you're aware, lithium batteries can't be inside a caravan anymore. So they mount them underneath, or how Ezytrail do it is they put the batteries underneath in a box, and then there's an access panel inside your van to get to them. Ours is exactly the same. You lift the bed, the battery box is there, and the batteries sit in it. So we put two 300-hour Renogy mini batteries in ours. This one I believe has 4 120s or something like that in it, which gives you 400 and it's 470 all up. So it might be 235s or something like that to give you a 470. But that's where that goes. You do still have a little bit of storage here that you could use. They've conveniently put a shelf over the wiring to hide all of that sort of stuff, so you could still use this for storage. You could put a nice big jacket in there for winter, stuff like that, which is quite handy.
There's plenty of storage in here anyway.
There is heaps of storage. So, and that's it. That's under the bed. I think I've gone through everything.
There's a
so you've got a
nice
shoe cupboard down here at both sides.
nice leather pouch there.
Yeah, so that's a little bit nicer than ours too. Does the Ezytrail logo on it, which is good. It's split into two sections, but ours is just one big one. Yeah, it's just different. Like, they've made a lot of improvements to it. I'm a bit jealous these weren't out when we got our one.
I'm happy with ours.
But I'm still happy with ours. It's a good one. The air conditioner's changed, so ours is a Truma, I think, air conditioner, and this one's a My Cool one, which is supposed to be very good. I did hear Yorky, he was saying to me it's not as good as he was hoping, but you got to realise too, these work, they'd obviously be very power efficient because they're designed to work off grid, so they're drawing off your batteries while in operation, so obviously they're not going to be
as good as one in the house.
As good as what you got in the house. But yeah, so you got reading lights up across here, your speakers are mounted up under here, so you can go to internal speakers if you'd rather. They're all up under there. Your reading lights work the same way here. You turn them on here, flick them again, hold it, and they'll get dimmer. As you can see, it's getting dimmer now. You might not be able to see that on the camera. And then just tap it again and they turn off. Very similar to how ours work. A couple of remotes sitting over there. Just put a little remote caddy up for them, which is good. I do like this type of seating area, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it does, because the seat you can push it, because you can push the table away, whereas ours just slides around, it does give the appearance of more room. Even though there's 50mm less width in this van, you wouldn't know by looking. It actually looks wider. So nice. You've lost your Jenny cupboard at the back, but you've gained a heap of shelving at the back too, which you can use for storage in a way. So it's really, it's
pros and cons on both of them.
Yeah, that's it. Some things are better, some things obviously the older model is better, so it's how it goes, isn't it? And then they'll get this model, any defects or stuff they find people complain about, they'll obviously make changes. The next model will be better again.
Different.
So,
no, I won't say better, different.
Different, yeah. All right, so that's the Airlie 16, everybody. You set the temperature to what you want. At the moment it's 29 degrees. And then, whoa.
Jesus.
that might be a blooper. Let me just clean that up a little bit. Whoops.
Oh, jeez.
I might pause that.
Oh, that was good. That was good, babe.
Yeah, thanks. Hilarious.